Ladies and gentlemen, us, you and me, we are now the minority in the sneaker game, bro. It's just being real, man. All these grails, all these so-called shoes that we've been wanting for years and they bringing them back, that's just for us. It ain't for everybody no more. It was a time not too long ago. It was a time that everybody wanted to be quote-unquote sneakerhead. Everybody wanted to buy shoes. Everybody wanted to jump on the J's. Everybody wanted to jump in line, literally in line, you feel me? And wait on the kicks and hype up the kicks. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the fact that it's easy to get stuff now. But that was a golden age too in itself, when people was like, everybody was enjoying this thing together. And I'm talking about before resale. When everybody was like, man, we gotta get the next retro OG colorway that come out. It don't have to be a collab. We just want the OGs. We want the stuff that used to drop back in the day. There was a time when that was, like I said, not too long ago. I give it about 8 to 10 years ago, when it was really, really bumping like that. And I feel like a lot of people done tapered off. They done got up out of there. They don't care. They don't really care about the shoes like that no more. And I also think a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say grew out of it, but they was like, yeah, I done got everything I wanted. A lot of like OG collectors like us, and I done got everything I wanted out of this game. I'm retired. I got a lot of shoes. I'm chilling. I'm not to that point yet. I remember before this year started, I said, you know, this might be my last run, because they bring us so much heat, so many OGs, so many kicks I always really wanted. And it's starting to bring out some repeats of the stuff I had from the last retro. But I ain't gonna lie, looking at a lot of this stuff coming up, I still got a little excitement in my heart. Why she pulling up playing that music so loud? I'm doing a video! Anyway, what it is, everybody, it's your boy Mike Rich. I hope everybody, each and every last one of y'all is having a blessed day today, man. Hope y'all having a good one. Beautiful Sunday out here. Football is going on. I wanted to come to the mall and do a vlog real quick, because the reason I started the video like I did is because we know hype moves mysteriously, but honestly, this year, it's just so much dropping. It's so many sneakers dropping. And all those people who used to be like, oh man, I can't wait till the OGs drop again, they done tapered off, man. It's just us now. It's just us few, man. So sneakers, I kind of like the fact that sneakers is going back to being a niche thing that everybody ain't going crazy about, especially the YNs. Cause they starting their own trends, and I ain't mad. I would never get mad about a young cat about not respecting the OGs and stuff, because the young cats are super young now. And I think the reason I say that, they still young as they was back in the day, but they're way more separated from the time that Jordan was playing. Even the time when Nike basketball was really going crazy with LeBrons and KDs and stuff like that, and people was rocking all that stuff casually, they're way more separated from that now. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really mad at them. Kids that's like 17 to like 21, 22 years old, some of them remember, but I'm not really tripping on them not really being into it or respect. They don't have to respect nothing they don't want to respect. Their nostalgia is their nostalgia. They into what they into, so I ain't mad at it. But what it is doing is making a lot of stuff easy for us to cop now, so we can't really be too mad. I ain't mad at all, honestly, because stuff is sitting. I just can't buy everything. They dropping so much stuff, and I just can't buy everything. So what I will say is another era not too long ago, when we had a little Gungas hit the air back in 2020, and everybody was getting sick, and all the shipments was getting left out in the containers on the boats in the ocean, and you know what I'm saying, all that stuff that was going on. Very, very hard. Kicks was very, very hard to come by around that time, about 5 years ago. There's a lot of kicks that dropped today, this year, that would have dropped either that 10 years ago when there was a niche, or when it was a popular to be a sneakerhead, that would sell out instantly. They wouldn't be sitting on these shelves. And even back in 2020, when stuff was scarce and it was hard to get sneakers, bro, I had to literally do roasting videos, because I wanted to keep bringing up content to y'all, because it was nothing in the mall, was nothing in the outlet. Everything that I do my videos based off of, only thing I could do was talk about future releases that was scarce. Even when the future releases dropped, they like stores barely got them. And I literally had, that's where most of my Tread Can Water, Air Jordan Nathaniel, that's where most of that stuff came from, is me trying to actually give y'all entertaining content during the during the dark times back in 2020. You feel me? So anyway, this video is really just gonna be me going in the mall, and I'm probably gonna just categorize. Number one, I'm gonna see what they got. See if they got anything sitting that we probably ain't seen yet, we ain't caught on to yet. That's number one. But I'm gonna categorize, and I'm gonna go through every shoe that back in 2020, that back in 2016, between 2016 2019, let's just say 2015 all the way up to 2020, that would have definitely not be sitting on these shelves and be selling out and people rocking them on feet. Let's go ahead and do it, man. First of all, we're gonna start though. We're gonna start with the kick I got on. If this shoe I got on dropped today, and I know it's so many OGs and there's so many people asking for them, so when they gonna bring them back? It's about time for another pair of this, because the shoe didn't drop since what, 2012 was the last time the shoe dropped? And everybody and their mama who's a sneakerhead want this shoe and saying they need to bring them back. Or OG Jordan head. They say they need to bring them back. But I guarantee you, when y'all see the shoe on my feet, I guarantee you, when they drop these again, if the trajectory is going anywhere like it's going right now, shawty, they is definitely gonna sit 100%. I don't know about going on sale, but they definitely ain't selling out first day, first week, first month even. Especially when we seeing what's sitting out here. Let me show you. Like I said, today I am rocking Air Jordan 7 Olympic things. How many people you know asking for these to return, shawty? How many people you know saying we need to get them again? You feel me? When they dropping them again? When they coming out? How many people, shawty? If they drop today, y'all already know just as well as I do. Y'all know for a fact, factoids that these would sit, bro. Any Air Jordan 7 that drop right now, because when you get five sitting, when you get fours even sitting, Cavestone guys, you think a Jordan 7 is gonna sell out? I don't care how OG it is, I don't care how sought after it is, I don't care how much people love the shoe when it dropped back in the day. Jordan 7 Olympics will sit, 100%. Anyway, with that being said, bro, it's cool. A lot of people want for the love of the games. I know a lot of people say, oh, I want Air Jordan 7 Olympics to drop. But then a lot of people want for the love of the games with the little gold heart on it and stuff like that. A lot of people asking for that one to drop, because that one it been even longer since that shoe dropped. You feel me? But yeah, I want Raptor 7s or playoff 7s. I want that shoe to drop, because my pair is like, they done been through it, so. The part about these is these actually look better, and they came out before the playoffs. Anyway, would y'all get them? Y'all getting Olympic 7s? They drop, comment below. Probably already seen every shoe I'm about to show in this video, but I've never just actually went through them and be like, you know what? These will be gone. These will be gone. These will be gone. That's what I'm doing today, so. We ain't even gonna talk about, and I'm also say what would have stayed. We ain't even gonna talk about 2020, because everything, we didn't have nothing. It was slim pickings everywhere. So probably everything, every retro in here would have been gone to 2020. We're gonna talk about around that time between 2016, 2018, because some stuff set then too. A lot of people think, well, everything sold out then. Nah, a lot of stuff set then too. Pretty much the OGs was out of here though. Any OG that dropped was gone. All right, we're gonna start with JD Sports. This kit right here, I don't really know. It's hard to tell with this one, because I think back then that was kind of before the Travis Scott craze. I think 2018 the first Travis Scott 4 dropped, and then the ones and all that stuff dropped after that. So it's hard to tell whether this was sit or not. 4s have been popular like in the last 10 years or whatever. More like the last like 6 years, you know what I'm saying? If I had to make a guess back then, in 2016, 17, I still feel like this shoe would probably sell out before the weekend is out. But I don't know about like waiting in line and getting tickets for the shoe. Y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think. Now this shoe, we already know the answer, because this is actually one of the shoes that dropped around that time that period that I'm talking about. Like, even if the quantities was as much as it is now, because they made way more this time than back in like 2015, this shoe would in fact still sell out, bro. Just because that Jordan 1 craze was really crazy back then, especially seeing that it got like a theme to it and stuff like that with the shattered backboard. These would be gone. Like, even if they made as many as they made this time in full family sizes, back then Jordan 1s going crazy, these would have sold out, bro. 100%. I honestly think Pure Money 3s would have set in any era back then. Like these all whites, because they said the last time they dropped, and that was around, like I said, that same time frame. It's just one of those shoes that this shoe don't really sell out like that. I mean, it sell out over time, but regardless of what era, what year that this shoe dropped, this shoe would still sit And I don't know about going on sale or outlets and stuff like that back then, but it would definitely be like easy to get day one. I think so. Y'all comment below. See how good y'all memories is about the sneaker game back then. Crazy thing about it, didn't these sell out last time they dropped? Or was they sitting? I think they sat around a little bit. It's crazy though. Speaking of stuff sitting, I don't see any French Blue 12s. I don't see any Jordan 5s. So hey, maybe this stuff is starting to sell out. This is just JD Sports, but all I really see is the 1s and the 3s, man. Look, they finally got, speaking of sitting, they finally got the Easter KD 4s back down to the OG price, which they should have never changed. They used to be $135. $95 is what these retail. They came in an orange Nike box. The box didn't say KD on nothing on the box. It was an orange Nike box, and on the side, on the tag on the box, it just said KD4 in Roman numerals, and it said $95 retail. So they actually backed down to the original price that they was like back in 2012, bro. Which was crazy because these shoes was limited. They was retailing for $95, and they was reselling for like $300 to $500 back then. They got a size 12 in the true blue. Now there I go again with the true blue rare Air 3s. Told you I'm psychic. I knew the true blues was coming back. But this shoe right here dropped back in the day. I'm gonna go ahead and say this shoe would have sold out just based on this colorway and stuff like this, like the top 3 Jordans and stuff like that is what this kind of remind me of. I feel like this shoe probably would have had a good chance of selling out day one back in the day. Y'all comment below and let me know. This shoe would have sold out over the weekend. It wouldn't have sold out like in the first couple of hours, but it would have sold out completely online. And when they dropped in stores, they probably would have been easy to get like day one. But after that, these would have been gone. Because I'm kind of going off of like the 2015s when they dropped. You know what I'm saying? They weren't sitting, they sold out day one. So yeah, I'm kind of going off of that. So the only fire red 5s they had was like kid sizes. So maybe that shoe was selling out in men's sizes. I'm not surprised. It's an OG, black and red on it. I'm not surprised if it's selling out. So that was JD Sports. And this is Foot Locker. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Like I said, I thought I was gonna come in here and see all kind of shoes, seeing 12s and stuff like that. We'll see. And right on cue, we do got plenty of men's sizes, like big sizes and stuff. That's a 13 right there. That is a 12 right there, my size in the forest. And I already gave my opinion on that. French Blue 12s. Last time they came out, sold out. Like you had to get tickets. You had to. I can't remember exactly how I got this shoe. I think they still had the Foot Locker app when you do the points and the head starts and all that stuff. I think that's how I got these. It was back in 2016. I remember because me and wifey went on a cruise, and that was the year my daughter was born. That was around the time we didn't even know my wife was pregnant with my daughter. So I do remember that, and I remember doing a review of these in my driveway, and this shoe definitely sold out day one, like gone day one. So this, that just goes to show you what this would have did back then. But 2020, none of this would be on the shelves 2020, Sean. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to think, okay, well, they wouldn't be on the shelf because everything was hard to get and they wouldn't get shipments in. So if we did get shipments in 2020, it might have been a different story. They do have the 5s in here on display. This is like a size 8 or 9 right here. Look like it. Yeah, 9, size 9. It's so crazy because I said I didn't want these. This pair is buttery. Dang, okay. The pair I bought for my wife didn't look like that. But yeah, these are real buttery. Damn, I ain't never seen no buttery pairs. Is it because it's a 9 or it's just different pairs of buttery? Y'all comment below if y'all got these and your pair was buttery like this. I'm fighting not to. I wish they would have had these in JD Sports because I got like $20 off and stuff like that in JD Sports. Like I said, buying the Dion's and been buying other shoes and then stuff coming up. I got a shoe coming up that I had to pay a little resale for just to make sure I get my pair locked in. So yeah, I might still chill on these, and I don't know, man. I know they're not gonna go for under retail. And it's a buttery pair. You having me second guessing when I be seeing that butter, bro. Woo! Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, these hard, man. Fighting against it. Anyway, Air Jordan 5. This shoe would sell out day one back in 2016, 2015. It'd be gone. No sitting on the shelves. People would have been doing tickets. People would have been waiting in line, and then you want to see. You probably. Knowing me on my vlogs, every now and then somebody will return one, so you'll see a pair kind of like sitting like this, and they'll be like, that's the only one they got. But other than that, it wasn't no chance to really get these shoes unless you did like raffles and stuff, or unless you're waiting in a long ass line. Yeah, so maybe JD Sports pairs is like they did raffles on all them pairs and stuff like that, because it seemed like Foot Locker and Champs both got pairs. I don't know whether they did restock, so they got more pairs in. That's possible too. And sometimes with Foot Locker companies like Champs and stuff like that, they get shipments in like late, like after everybody else too. They probably didn't even get all their pairs when they first dropped. That happens a lot with these stores. I don't know if y'all remember, I'm at DTLR now. But every last one of these was sit back in 2015. Any of these 90s basketball or cross trainer shoes would have dropped back in the day. And if you remember back 2016, 17, whatever, when they did drop these the last time, all of them said Emeralds, said Bo Jackson, said they sold out a little quicker. The OG Dion's, the Atlanta Falcon colorway, that one sold out to a certain extent because they sat around for a little bit. Shoes like this, I think these sold out though. I think these sold out back then. I think it was a quick strike though. That's another thing. A lot of these Huaraches like these OG stuff was a quick strike. So when it was limited, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember that one selling out. I remember this one sitting. I remember this one kind of sitting a little bit. Of course, this is the first time that this has ever dropped. And with that being said, I'm not surprised they sitting. Like I said, there wasn't really no hype behind these. I'm still trying to figure out whether this is navy or black. I'm still trying to figure that out. Like, anyway, like all this stuff, those shoes, all that stuff would have been kind of like chilling around back then. Let's speak on the foams though. What y'all think? Let's speak on the foams. Royal foams would have sold out back then. No question. Maybe them all white ones will even sold. This one definitely, because they got like paranormal vibes to it or whatever. And foams was like really like going crazy back in those days. Back 10 years ago, foams was going crazy. So these will be gone. Like I'm willing to say damn near all these foams wouldn't be sitting back then. Your opinion is needed. Tell me. So sometimes it's the people that's not into the kicks no more, and sometimes it's the circumstance. The circumstance of like the shoes being limited or hard to attain and stuff like that. But most of the time, like in recent years, it's just been more of the resale than anything. If a shoe is reselling, it ain't gonna really be available. If a shoe is not reselling for nothing, you should be able to walk and get them pretty easily. You know what I'm saying? But before that, that resale didn't dictate everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when everybody wanted to be sneakerheads and like sneaker YouTubers was like damn near like celebrities back then. It was a trend to be a sneakerhead back then. This is the time that I'm talking about. I just want to shout out to everybody who followed me back then and watched my videos back then, and they're still sticking with the channel and watching the videos now, man. I love y'all, man, because I got a certain amount of subscribers that watch every single video, and I just want to let y'all know, y'all Rich Nation, I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all the reason why I still do this, y'all. You feel me? So anyway, crunk that Spirit Halloween back up. Y'all remember last year, me and I want to see what kind of like, I ain't gonna go in there today. I might go in there with my wife, my daughter, or like my homeboy E. We went in there last time, but they be having some dope like Halloween fixtures and crazy looking stuff in there. And I vlogged in there last year. Y'all comment below if y'all remember that vlog. It used to be round one. You know what? This is an easy Halloween costume. Like the Squid Games people. And speaking of that, look at that. Look at that. If you zoom in, look at Shouty. See Shouty back there? Squid Game Shouty. Feel me? But anyway, yeah, this is an easy costume, bro. And the reason that costume is so easy because you don't need no makeup. It's kind of like a Michael Myers costume. It's easy to look exactly like the character you're trying to be because it's basically just like a uniform. It ain't like nothing crazy about like special effects, and you don't need none of that. It ain't like a superhero costume that look like when you see it on TV, it look like it costs like a lot of money, you know what I'm saying, to actually would make it look exactly how it would look on like a movie or something like that. And stuff like that is literally just clothes, like a uniform, you feel me? Anyway, we almost done with our last stop being Snipes. Remember Von Dutch? What happened to Von Dutch? Von Dutch came out around that era where, what was the other one with, they used to have the like American traditional tattoo art on it. What's the name of that? Ed Hardy. It kind of all that stuff was kind of like popular around the same time, and I guess they bringing it back. Here you talking about, mannequin got the folds on, shorty. I will say some of these Dion's, man, when they finally sell out, bruh, y'all might want to go ahead and grab them. They might go on sale, like the Emeralds. I think they might go on sale. Even the Must Be the Monies, it's a chance they might go on sale. But like I said, shoes like this, you want to go ahead and grab, shorty. If you see a pair of these and you ever wanted a pair, I don't think this is going on sale. You might want to get your side. You feel me? And they had these on sale for like $69 on Snipes. Matter of fact, it was on Snipes. And they ain't have my size left. I was finna grab them. I was finna get that lemon hair, so. I seen online, they got a nothing but net. Y'all remember the nothing but net Jordan 7s? They got a nothing but net like this that dropped on Nike, boy. I was appalled. Track can water, shouty. I think this shoe would have sold out back then. I think if these denim 4s dropped, I think this would have sold out back then, especially if you would slap Levi on there anywhere. Adidas Stomp. stompers. Rain stompers, mountain stompers. For some reason, I feel like my daughter would like a shoe like this, bro. $59 ain't that bad either, but I think my daughter would love something like this. Just me knowing her personality, shawty. Big ass Charlie Brown boots here, you talking about? And she has still got everything, bro. Red 11s, Red Airs, Mellow 12s. I'm finally not seeing these Mellow 12s sitting nowhere no more. Did they sell out? Did they ship them all to the outlet? Y'all let me know. This is an interesting Spizike right here, shawty. Got the skies, not the limit. Got the little stars up here going, you feel me? This is a different show. I like it, I ain't gonna cap. Not a fan of Spizikes at all, but I actually like these, man, especially for the kids, man. These kind of hard. They don't sell for $79. And that pattern kind of go around the toe box too. These hard. Everywhere they usually would be elephant print, they got like this little stars pattern, like spaced out pattern. These are dope. These like astronaut to the moon on them. These are like it might glow in the dark on the tongue and on the wing right here. Anyway, y'all comment below. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I ain't mad at them at all, shawty. Bro, I like this shirt right here. It's the Jordan guy, bro, with the 6-ring, 6-time champ. The shirt on sale too. Regular price is $55. They want $39 for it. I don't know, that guy hard, bro. I met with that heavy. End of the day, looking at all these stores, the 12s are, they're not 12s. I'm one of size 12, that's why I said it. But the 5s are still available. I want one of them real buttery pairs like I saw that size 9 in. They're still available, man. So anyway, I got a shoe coming up real soon that is another reason I didn't buy these. So wait till y'all see that one. It's coming up. So in conclusion, y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think. I honestly think a lot of stuff that's sitting now wouldn't have stood a chance on shelves back then, and we all know the reasons why. I just thought I'd go out and kind of look at it, you know what I'm saying, from that perspective and be like, dang, because it's like so much stuff in the sneaker game has changed from then to now. Y'all comment below and tell me where y'all think the future is going. Me, honestly, it's unpredictable. Like I said, everything goes in waves, bro. As soon as you get some rappers or some influencers or the young, really the young people, they control the overall narrative. You know what I'm saying? Because the young folk, man, they set the newer trends. You know what I'm saying? Some of the OGs, we set trends still too. We the originators. We set the original trends. We are where everything came from to a certain extent. Everything they doing now is just kind of derivative off of what we already did. So we know that. We know we the OGs. A lot of us feel like we deserve the respect. I don't care, bro. The YNs, I feel like it should be mutual respect because they the future. We should look at what they doing and we can give up some pointers and what we think and some opinions about what's going on going forward. And I feel like it's some stuff that we can get from them. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fashion choices that I make sometimes that I probably wouldn't have made years ago because I was stuck in my ways about how I dress and what I wear and stuff like that. But nowadays, I'd be like, let me get that a try. That look a little dope, even if it's a kid 20 years younger than me wearing it. I'd be like, if it fit kind of like, if I can mix it up with the drip that I'm currently already wearing, then I feel like it's dope. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. Like I said, I don't knock it. I know a lot of times when the Hypebeast wave came and all like the Off-Whites and the Travises and all that started dropping, there was a lot of OGs around my age saying I ain't getting that. Even me myself, when I first saw the Off-White Jordan 1 Chicago, the Virgil joints, when the first original 10-pack dropped, the first Virgil pack dropped, as far as the Jordan collabs, I remember thinking that Chicago, I remember seeing the images of that. I was like, what are they doing? Trash. And a lot of people my age and older was saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the sneakerheads and influencers stuff that was like, been OGs in the game, they were like, hell no. But after a while, we started looking at it, we were like, this is kind of creative. This is kind of different. This kind of creative twist on the OG. And, you know, I might mess with it. Then we start seeing it on feet, start people rocking it and putting different fits and actually adding it and realizing that it was more like a fashion thing. Because most of our stuff we like was based off sports. It wasn't based off fashion. It was based off sports. The rappers rocked it and stuff like that. But the rappers was buying a lot of stuff that, you know, people, that the sports players like Michael Jordan, AI came out. When Allen Iverson started rocking the baggy clothes, the headbands and stuff like that, it was a trend. You know what I'm saying? Based off trends. And it was a fashion statement, but like you said, everything derived from like sports, like athletes and stuff like that. And when like I said, when that Off-White dropped, and then like when some of these rappers and influencers like that started to have stuff come out, I ain't take to it right away. I was like, because I was stuck in my ways. I was like, man, I ain't really messing with that. Now I respect it, man. I respect the different takes on stuff. You know, you still have some of the OGs. They even drop down in my comments a lot. Some of the OGs be like, man, they ain't nothing but hype. They ain't nothing but hype. Every time I show a Travis Scott, or every time I show an Off-White shoe, or every time I show any kind of collab and stuff like that, you have people, man, that ain't nothing but hype. That ain't nothing but hype, man. I'm trash, man. We stick OG or nothing, OG or nothing. I used to be that kind of guy too now, but like, bro, it's all about what the drip. I dress based off fashion. You know what I'm saying? Based off how I want to look, being fresh. That growing up rocking polo, you know what I'm saying, with Air Max and stuff like everyone like being fresh, being clean in here. That's the whole thing about the sneaker game. It just happened to be the freshest sneakers back in the day was coming from Nike, Jordan brand. To me, in my hood, we didn't rock a bunch of New Balances. We jumped on Sauconys for a little while. We jumped on classic Reeboks. Was crazy. Like Reebok had the game on in the chokehold back then when in the 90s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then a lot of like non-Jordan retros was what we was rocking back then. That's why our fashion, that's what we dress. That mixed with the new drip to me is that's where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a mixture. But anyway, y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think about these things. Y'all think about the future of sneakers and stuff like that. I don't know. Everything goes in waves. So I won't be surprised if it keep on going like it's going, because especially with Jordan and stuff dropping so many sneakers, I wouldn't be surprised if stuff keeps sitting and it being, but they still selling regardless. They just not, when the resale thing has been taken away of the equation, like it's easier to go in the mall and get shoes, which I like. I'm not mad at. But I will say it was something special about that time when being a sneakerhead was like, when everybody was into it. It was special to me. A lot of people say they don't really like it because they were like, man, it was hard to get my shoes, which I don't miss that either. I don't miss waiting in line and stuff like that. But it was a feeling kind of in the air, man, when everybody was kind of like into the shoes and stuff like that, man. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I appreciate y'all for watching. Comment below and tell me what y'all think about this stuff that I'm saying in this video. What y'all think? What y'all think is the future of sneakers? How is it going with this trend? What we gonna have? What it gonna be looking like 5-10 years from now? Y'all comment below and let me know. As always, I appreciate y'all for watching, Rich Nation. Y'all thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel. Please hit the thumbs up button. I'm asking you. Please hit the thumbs up button. I need 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 thumbs up on some of these videos. Help the algorithm, help more people, help the content get out to more people, man. Hit the notification bell so you can become a part of Rich Nation. Stand all the way up to the moon on them. And keep watching my video, because that's what I'm here for. Gone.
Yeah. What up, Mike? Hey, we was up before, bro. Now we up. Yeah. Watch me go stupid Ladera. Check out my kiss in apparel. Rich like a king of fairy, yeah. El Capitan, they calling me Jet like I'm Sparrow. East Atlanta in my blood, the streets got me twin like Tia Tamara, yeah. Watch out with the Camaro. Stay out my lane, it's too narrow. God mode, staying blessed, I'm keeping my eye on the sparrow. Man of the people you did, they singing my name just like it's a carol. Cause Mike got the juice by the berry, yeah. I can't really help it, bro, they know that I'm the ish, yeah. Catch me bossing sauce and might just pull up right at Wish, yeah. LVRG me, now I'm Gucci, bricks. But when I step out, bro, it's 10 for 10, I don't miss Rich.
I just cannot help it, bro, they know that. I just cannot help it. I just cannot help it.